I'm John Talbert, BigFix practitioner since 2005, currently director of the BigFix professional services team here at HCL Software. Should you want to reach me later, the QR code here will take you to my user profile in the BigFix forums, where I go under the handle Brawley33. You can just send me a personal message. So today I've come to work on a problem I've seen several times, and it's a tricky one, and that's who owns the property. I'm going to take you right out to my BigFix console, and I've got my computers up, and you can see here somebody has created a computer name property that is clearly not a good property. And I don't know who did it, so I'm going to find out who did it. Normally, you'd come in here, master operator, let's see, manage properties. You'd be able to see by site, master action site, and oh, there it is. Delete me, I'm bad. So I could delete it, but before I delete it, I want to find out who did it. So let's put this to the side. Finding out who did it is actually pretty tricky, and you can't do it from the console directly. You're going to have to go to the database, but you're also going to have to figure out which ID this thing has. So I'm going to open up my debug presentation debugger here, and I'm going to properties use its equal computer name. Okay, string that defined with a good error. So we're going to do comma ID of it of the best properties, and there they are. Computer name. There's two of them. One is the index of 4. One is the next index of 363. If you're curious what these numbers mean, developer.bigfix.com will help you understand what's in there. But 363 is the thing that I was looking for. I'm going to take that out to my SQL database here, and this is, let's see, my SQL Server. This is my Bez Enterprise database. That's where all the BigFix data lives. And I'm going to go to Local Object Defs. Here it is. I'm going to just right-click and select the top 1,000 rows. And if I scroll to the bottom of this query, I'll see, hey, yeah, there's computer name, but this username is blank. So that didn't quite help me. So I was stumped for a little while, but then I remembered this fields column actually has hex data in it. And inside this hex data lurking is cool stuff. And one of the cool stuff is going to be the answer to our question. Now, how do you get this hex stuff decoded? Well, you could do a lot of different ways. You could run it through a program. I'm going to just take it out to a website. I'll just take the first one that I find, and let's see, searching the web for hex decoder. Great, and let's just convert string. This one looks fine. Okay, I'm going to paste this here. Now, at the beginning of this hex string, there is a X. I got to get rid of that. Now I can hex decode, and there's my fields. And you'll see there's a bunch of stuff in there. There's a long hash. There's time issued question. That's the actual relevance. Issuer, here it is. So the field I'm looking for is issuer, and op1 is actually the answer of which operator did it. It was op1, but I want to do it in SQL instead. So I'm going to actually come out to this little nugget. It's out on developer.bigfix.com under Other APIs, Database API, Bez Object Defs, and in there, there's this little piece here. This is a function that will extract this right inside of SQL. It does take a couple arguments. This is going to be, for us, will be, what was it called? It was called issuer instead of source mix-up. This is just the index, and it's going to be 0 in most cases, and then fields is going to be the table name, or rather the header, the column header, so fields. So I've already typed this up here. So I've got, here it is, dbo.fn underscore extract field. The issuer field's the one I'm interested in. 0 index out of the fields column. So let's go ahead and run this, and I'll scroll to the bottom here, and sure enough, there's computer name and there's op1. So this is the set, this is the query that I can use to figure out this was op1. But who's op1, you might ask? Well, I asked the same thing. So I'm going to come down here to the user info. I'm going to select the top 1,000 there. And op1 is BF admin. Now I know who to go have a talking to about creating improper retrieved properties in my BigFix console. I won't be having that happen anymore. So that's what I came to do. It's a little bit tricky to get done, which is why I want to do a quick 5-minute video for you. I hope it helps you out of a bind if you ever get into that bind. And in the meantime, have a great time out there BigFixing. Goodbye.